Hey, welcome back, everybody. How are we doing today? We're on Blind Sushi's account, good friend of mine, and he said, "Hey, man, guess what I pulled? I pulled, you got it, one of the best Hydra damage dealing champions, Onryo Ieyasu. This guy is actually pretty great. I went for him, didn't get him. Kind of a big bummer. I was hoping we'd have a guaranteed event for him. I think Plarium we're gonna do. There's gonna be, by the way, another video after this, and we'll go over the new fragment fusion that starts next week on Monday, and everybody should honestly be very happy about that fusion. It really is Raid trying to say, hey, we're sorry, we fucked up. Best we can do is this, because we're not gonna change any of the other shit for Hydra. So here's a pretty amazing champion that is a fragment fusion that's gonna be easier to obtain, and again, we will get into that in that video. But right now, we're talking about Onryo Ieyasu. He is from the Shadowkin faction, Void Legendary Champion. Pretty minimalistic but decent looking guy. He's got some Ghost Blade kind of thing going on here. He looks like a Sekiro character that you'd have to fight. Um, so let's just kind of look here. His A1 is called Exorcism Cutter. He attacks an enemy 2 times. He'll place an extra hit if the target is under a buff. And then he places 2 extra hits if the target is under a buff and is from the Undead faction. This grants an extra turn if this attack kills an enemy, occurs once per skill. Now, I still don't understand why that's worded that way, because it makes me think like each one of these will give him an extra turn if he kills somebody. But we'll see. His A2 is Violent Purification. It's a 3-turn cooldown when booked. Attacks an enemy 2 times. Before each hit, will destroy the target's max HP by 10%. This will stack up to 50. This effect does not work against bosses. That's a bummer. The damage inflicted by this skill increases by 10% for each buff and debuff on the target. This stacks up to 100%. If the target is killed by this skill, places a block revive debuff. I'm hoping this doesn't cause any polymorph shenanigans like it did with King Narcissus when he first came out. And then the A3 Final Vengeance, 3-turn cooldown when booked, attacks an enemy 2 times, will ignore 50% of the target's defense as well as Stone Skin Shield and Strengthen buffs. And then his passive, Onryo's Duty. Whenever this champion attacks, all enemies except the initial target will receive damage equal to 25% of the damage dealt to the initial target. This extra damage will ignore 100% of their defense. The extra damage cannot be critical and will not trigger counterattacks. Pretty cool. So his passive is just pretty much Baron's A1, Trunda's A2, Wukong's A3, his A2. And then he has this aura, ally attack, and arena battles by 35%. So it feels like really he is meant to go against the undead champions in arena, Siphi, Rhodos, stuff like that. But also, people found out pretty quickly that his passive really makes him an amazing Hydra damage dealer. Okay? And the fact that he is a single target damage dealing champion that turns his attacks into AoEs gets around the Head of Suffering's passive, which is great, which decreases AoE attacks. I think it's more than just the Head of Suffering, but you get my gist. Let's just kind of go in and look at what we have here for Onryo. I'm pretty sure I need to build him up. So essentially what we're probably going to do for Onryo is we're going to probably put Georgid's gear on him. And let's just kind of go over to Georgid here. Let's see. Let's go preset manager. I actually want to save this. This is going to be a global preset. We're going to say damage. Okay. Save as global preset. Good. I just want to take a look here. Okay. I don't think we can get him into Slayer, but I'm going to build him up and then we'll be right back. All right. I got to say, I really honestly outdid myself on this. So I got Onryo in some broken pieces, but he is in lethal and one piece of Slayer, which doesn't matter. And if we had more oils, we would be really having a good time here. But this is where I've taken Onryo right now. Let's just go down. We got Hydra battles. Oh, he does have area bonuses. 5.8k attack, not too crazy attack. Crit damage is really over crit damaged, but we'll get to, we'll deal with that later. Honestly, you do want more attack than you do want crit damage at a certain, there's a perfect ratio that I don't know off the top of my head. He is decently tanky at 40k HP. Not too good on the defense though, 2.5, but that comes with being a swishy damage dealer. And we do have him coming down to Helm Smasher. Very smart. I love it. He needs no accuracy. None of his stuff requires accuracy except for Brimstone, I think. Yes. I think you need accuracy for Brimstone. Honestly, I think we would change him from Brimstone. And we're going to change him over to Phantom Touch, I think would probably be... Yeah, well, Heaven Crest, actually. Yeah. Let's take him over to Heaven Crest. This, I think, is going to be a much better damage dealing build. And then, now, I'm going to build the team around him, and we're going to take him into Hydra. I just wanted to kind of cut in here, because I'm pretty close to being done with forming the team. But I have hit a ton of max rolls for speed on gear on Mr. Sushi's account. Jeez. All right. Well, we're gonna take it in and we are gonna see how she plays. This is gonna be the team here. As you guys know, I always do everything manual on these teams. That's just how it be. But let's just kind of show some stuff here. He does have RN Archer, so Gigante or near Gigante. We're going to have priority rapid shot for the provoke. And then number 2 for decreased speed. I don't have Razzlevarg myself, but I'm going to assume him setting this up, pretty decent. I don't agree with Fury of the King as priority 1 here. So I'm going to switch this to be priority 1 for Blessed Bash. And Fury of the King, let him do it whenever he wants. Onryo, though, I think we're just going to let him do what he wants. I think number A2 is the way to go. And then I did put an Ugo in the team. I was not able to get her into Infinity Breaker, which is fine, or Affinity Breaker, but I did put her under Neutralize, which is going to be a better matchup for her. She really is the MVP epic for Hydra, to be fair. And then I do have his Lady Mikage. I put her in Relentless. She's decent speed, 323 speed. Accuracy is really good. She's very tanky. Imperial Dance, number 1. Silken Snare, priority 2. Blocking Metamorph, you don't want her changing. This is his brutal team. And just to make sure we are on the correct... Oh, we were on Nightmare. I honestly think we could take that team to Nightmare, to be fair. But let's do brutal here. And let's just see how it plays out just in the beginning on auto. I just kind of want to see this here quick. All right, we're going to go for this head here. We have a good affinity matchup right now with Gigante and that head. Boom. Wonderful. Wonderful. Boom, boom. Ooh, he does not like that guy. About 300,000 damage right there from Onryo. We do have decreased attack up. That's wonderful. Onryo comes in. Now, so a little cheeky thing that you do notice a lot of people do is they'll have Lady Mikage on a team, and then they also have only one extra Shadowkin person on the team. And that's because with Lady Mikage's A1, she brings in somebody from Shadowkin faction to attack with her. And you'll see people use Ninja, Toshiro, Onryo, and Harima are the main culprits for this. And it's good because they're guaranteed to come in and ally attack. Okay. As you see Onryo doing it right there. Or right earlier, sorry. Ooh, wow. That was kind of cool. He shot like a Scorpion's friggin' get over here rope. I guess is the best way you could put it. This head is the problem in this rotation, so it's best just to get rid of him first. And the AI seems to be working great. There we go. We got an extra turn off Lady Mikage. She's sending him over here to beat that guy's ass. Okay. Wonderful. Everything seems to be going just wonderfully on auto. This is going to be a problem. We don't have a revive. Okay, we do have a heal offer. Boom, boom, boom. Big damage there. 1.5 million, a little bit more. Hopefully we can get back to this cleanse. Wonderful. And the cleanse off Lady Mikage. This is a great auto team, and we're going to come back when it's all finished up. I'm really liking how everything's going so far, so we'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. Hey, so I stopped the run early because we kept running into issues where somebody would die on the team, and I'm like, well, we're not going to be able to go like the full length of the whole thing, so I just want to kind of get this here. Gnu obviously is going to have more damage than Ieyasu, especially when Ieyasu's been dead for I don't know how long. I walked away. I was doing dishes and stuff. And I figured I could come back. Razzlebarg, obviously, he's going to have a shit ton of damage because he's a damage dealer, and we have Angigante Archer going ham wild. But don't get it twisted. Ieyasu is an amazing Hydra damage dealing champion. There were times in this fight where he uses, I'm going to assume it's his, let me look here. I'm going to assume it's this one. Yeah. I watched him do like, oh, I don't know, probably 2 mil damage total just from the 2 hits. And that's not including his passive that goes off. I think just the problem with the team is we just need a tankier team. Could probably do with like putting Duchess in here, but he doesn't want me touching this team because he's using Fulmo or whatever. But yeah, I think if I did it manually, we'd be doing a lot better. I also did see we could swap out Archer because I did see he had a Krisk in here, and I could throw Krisk in like a Hex set, I think. Hopefully, now we got decent pieces. We could put it together, but you know, Krisk, and we still don't have a reviver at that point, but it is what it is. It'll be fine. I honestly am very impressed with this champion. I think that's all we're going to have to show for you today, so I do apologize that we're not going like full ham hawk on everything. Maybe we'll jump into some like arena here quick. Oops. Go here. Yeah, we're on Gold 5 arena. Undead champion. Enemy max HP. They'll probably outspeed us, to be fair. Good, he's putting up 1-man defense. Let's just, I want to, Oh, that's a nasty team. Let's try this. I think we take out Georgia, put Onryo in because Onryo's got like all the abilities. He's got all the gear. Let's go ×2. Ooh, pinpoint, smart. Okay. Let's just kill her. 60k without any decreased defense or anything. Wonderful. Attacks enemy. Let's do this one. And 94,000 damage. That's pretty good. I really want to see him go up against an undead team. Wonder if we can get that going. 101k and then just killed her just by happenstance. And then he's going to finish the job. Pretty good. Now he's not as good as Georgia, for sure, but let's see if we can't find another he's supposed to be good against undead. Let's try this. Let's see if we outspeed these guys. Ooh. Oh, well, she cleansed it. And we're screwed. Okay. I think we can get him back, maybe. Oh, oh. Oh, darn. Well, that's a bummer. That would be why. Okay. Let's quickly go into this. Yeah, maybe that'll give us a fighting chance. Let's try that. Let's try this. Good. All right, we cut in. Very good. Dead. Dead forever. See if we can try this team again. Okay, we did cut in. Very good. Yes. I think she's gonna cleanse, so she's gonna go. Onryo, he puts 4 hits in and kills her. Pretty slick. Pretty slick stuff. This ignores Stone Skin. Kill him. Alright. Pretty decent, man. Pretty decent. Very smart to put him with Lady Mikage, too, if you have her. Because she does that, and then he goes... says good night. Well, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.